100 area World War II veterans is back from a once-in-a-lifetime trip. They traveled to Washington, D.C. yesterday to see the World War II Memorial built to honor their service to our country. It was part of the first ever Freedom Honor Flight from La Crosse, and I had the honor of traveling along with these vets, and tonight we show you the day they'll never forget. From the minute these veterans arrive at the La Crosse airport, bright and early on this fall morning, they know this trip is going to be something special.
This is a trip of a lifetime to be able to do this, and I'm kind of overwhelmed.
That means everything in the world. Bring back memories. Yeah.
After a brief send-off ceremony, more than 100 area veterans, more than 50 volunteer guardians, and a local medical team load onto a chartered 757 for a one-day trip to Washington, D.C. First ever flight of its kind in the entire state of Wisconsin. A water cannon salute greets the veterans plane on the ground in Washington.
Thank you for your service, sir. Welcome to D.C.
For two brothers who served in the war, one who flew in from Montana, it's just the beginning of a day-long reunion.
How are you, Brett?
Chartered buses shuttle the vets from the airport to the World War II Memorial.
See it over there on the right-hand side.
The excitement and anxiety building.
Today is one of the big accomplishments for our program in that we have close to 1,000 people coming in from 9 different states.
Earl Morris is the founder of the National Honor Flight program, which makes the trip possible for these heroes.
They are my heroes. Without question, they collectively and literally saved the world. To this day, Europe is free, the Pacific is free, and thank God America is free.
The flight from La Crosse is actually the largest in the country to visit the memorial as part of the Honor Flight program.
I thank God that there are so many people out there that feel that this is a worthy endeavor and that these people are worthy of finally seeing their memorial.
At just about midday, it's the moment these veterans have been waiting for more than 60 years. A chance to see their memorial, honoring the brothers they lost and the ones still by their side.
Okay.
The rest of us stand back to witness history.
You are our inspiration. You are our heroes. You are our examples. We want you to know that the entire community embraces you. You are important to us. We will never forget.
A special wreath is placed at the Wisconsin part of the memorial, honoring all the vets who made the trip and all those who couldn't.
You are part of America's greatest generation. And when the country called you to duty, you answered that call. And you made the world safe for America.
Each veteran with their own story to tell, each with their own way of dealing with what they're seeing. A moment only few can understand.
Sometimes it brings back some memories, about what we went to war for.
This is history. This is good history.
A day of fulfillment for these vets, topped off by a hero's welcome home. These are the men of the greatest generation, and their service has paved the way for generations to follow. I really can't say enough about all of those veterans on that trip. Just great people, and what an experience. Like we said, an experience of a lifetime, something they will never ever forget.
It almost seems like that trip helps bring things full circle for them.
It does.
And kind of maybe even some closure for some of them. But what else did they get to see while they were there?
Yeah, after the World War II Memorial, they got to visit some of the other memorials in Washington, D.C., including the Korean, the Vietnam, also the Lincoln and the Air Force Memorial. And then they did a brief tour around the city on the buses before heading back to the airport. So they had a full day.
Yeah, and they witnessed a lot of that history, obviously. So to them, it's very interesting stuff to see. Yeah. Well, what's coming up on Monday?
On Monday night, we're going to go a little more personal and tell you some of the personal stories of these vets who saw the memorial for the first time. You won't want to miss that. There's some very touching moments.
Interesting. All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Mike.